In today's lesson, we will practice setting up our hand position for happy birthday. Let's get started. First, let's take a second to place our hands in the proper position. Put your right hand thumb on middle C and play middle C. And your left hand thumb should go on the note right below that. That note is B. So take a moment to make sure your hands are in the correct position. Right hand thumb on C, left hand thumb right below that on B. If you need to look at the diagram, go ahead and check your hand position with this. A note to parents. Whenever we set up our hand positions, the instructions will always be relative to middle C. This will help further reinforce identifying C, along with understanding steps and skips, and the differences between them.
When we're all ready, let's get started with these first two measures.
In the first measure, we begin with finger 3 in the left hand. After we play finger 3 twice, we step up to finger 2, back down to 3, skip up to 1 in the right hand, and then step down to 1 in the left hand. Good, let's go back and practice the first happy birthday to you. Good. So play 3, 3, 2, 3 in the left hand and 1 in the right hand on C, and 1 in the left hand on B.
If you need to go back and repeat this step, feel free to do so. Now let's move on to the next section.
Next, we play 3, 3, 2, 3 in the left hand, then skip to finger 2 this time in the right hand, and we play 2, 1, 2, 1. So that is, again, 3, 3, 2, 3 in the left hand, and skip to the right hand, finger 2, step down to 1. Good, so let's take a moment to practice that. Let's go back to the beginning and repeat the first line.
Parents, remember while you and your child are practicing this, let's keep in mind our hand position. Our goal is to try and be able to play this without having to look at our hand diagram or our hands themselves. Let's try and keep our eyes on the music while we play. This will help reinforce our hand-eye coordination and build up finger independence. When you're all done practicing, let's take a look at the next section of our music.
Next, we play 3, 3 in the left hand and skip up to finger 5 in your right hand. So that is from 3, 3, 5. 3 in the left hand, 5 in the right hand. This note is played with your pinky finger. Next, we play 5, 3, 1 in the right hand, and then step down with your left hand playing fingers 1 and 2. Let's take a moment to go back and practice all of that. Oh, that's so nice. Where 1 and 2 play in the left hand is where a name will go to the person you are wishing a happy birthday to.
Take a moment to practice this with your parents, and parents, remember we want to try and keep our eyes on the music. Let's not look down at our hands too much, as the point of this exercise is to focus on building our finger independence while staying in our hand position. When you're all done practicing, let's move on to the last section of our music.
The last line is played with just the right hand. 4, 4, 3, 1, 2, 1. Again, that is 4, 4, 3, 1, 2, 1. So the only skip we have there is from 3 to 1.
Parents, let's keep in mind that this section is a little different from the pattern we've been playing earlier. We are now starting on our right hand and finishing the song with our right hand only. Although our left hand isn't playing, we should continue to keep it steady in its position. Once you have gone through this last section, feel free to go back and repeat it if you need more practice. Otherwise, we are finished with Happy Birthday to You.
A last note to parents to help your child practice this week. You can have them start by playing Happy Birthday slowly, then at a medium pace. And with repetition, they will feel more comfortable playing the song faster. Always begin slowly. Secondly, have them sing or speak the words while they play and maybe add a name in. Number 3, practice 2 measures at a time or 1 phrase at a time. So, for example, I would practice the first Happy Birthday to you, and then the second one, and then maybe try those 2 together. So that would be the first line.
And last but not least, because we are focusing on hand positions this week, don't forget to feel free to use your hand position diagram if needed, but let's try and keep our eyes on the music and away from looking at our fingers on the keyboard.
Happy practicing!